But we begin in Calgary, where 3 police officers have been charged with criminal offences linked to allegations of sexual misconduct. This case involves several women, one of whom was allegedly photographed while partially naked while in custody. CBC's Sarah Galashan has been following this breaking news, joins us now. This story really only breaking in the last few hours out of Calgary. What do we know?
Yeah, well, what we're learning from the Calgary Police Service is that the Calgary Police Service investigated several of its own officers with oversight, they say, from Alberta's Serious Incident Response Team. But this investigating beginning of January of this year, and there are a number of allegations against 3 different officers that have come forward as a result of this. We don't have pictures of them, but we have put together a sort of a board here to try and help me explain this story and make it make sense to you. But starting with Constable Adam McBride, who's 14 years with the Calgary Police Service, the allegation is that he met 6 women over the course of from May 2023 to March of this year in the course of his duties. And he is alleged to have attempted to have personal and sexual conduct with them. And in one case, one of these women is the complainant in an aggravated assault case. Now, as a result of the allegations, he was suspended without pay. He has, though, just resigned the day before charges here were laid. And in the case of Adam McBride, we have 4 counts of breach of trust. Another 2 counts of breach of trust on Constable David Harms, who's 17 years with the Calgary Police Service. And in his case, he is alleged to have been aware of what was happening and have encouraged or facilitated McBride's conduct. He's currently relieved of duty and is without pay, as is Constable Tyler Haberstad, 6 years with the service. And in this case, the investigation into the other 2 officers led to the discovery of direct messages that had been sent. And as part of the direct messages sent, there were pictures, or a picture shared, of a partially naked woman. And that woman is described to be someone who was vulnerable and in custody at that time. The Calgary Police Chief held a press conference calling this an embarrassment and really trying to stress how important public trust is in the Calgary Police Service, which is why she says they are coming publicly about this and trying to make all of the details known. But let me play you that clip.
When I had the honor of being appointed as the chief of this service, I committed to being transparent and accountable. Today, I stand before you doing that. However, it is with disappointment and embarrassment that I am here today. While a legal process will take time and limits what we can share publicly, I want Calgarians to know this. We take these matters extremely seriously.
It is interesting and potentially significant that these are criminal charges, that it wasn't dealt with solely as an internal issue. It is interesting that one of those officers has resigned, but they are, of course, innocent until or unless they're proven guilty. So what are the next steps here?
Yeah, so court will be officially the next step, and we have allegations of sexual misconduct. The charges are for breach of trust. In the case of the one officer, 4, and in the case of the other 2, we're looking at 2 counts here. Breach of trust does carry with it a potential prison sentence of as many as 5 years. And basically what it means is that this is conduct that is a serious or marked departure from what is standard and expected for the responsibilities of the position. And in this position, we're talking about what is, an important and trusted position within the community, and that is a police officer. We have heard for lawyers for 2 of those officers. In the case of Constable Harms, the lawyer saying that he anticipates he has a strong case, and in the case of Constable Haberstad, awaiting disclosure. They have asked for a disclosure of evidence, in which case then they can move forward with their next step. So really not saying very much here. Like I say, this is a story that you point out has really just broken in the last few hours here, but it will be court, it will be January, and that's likely when we start to learn more about this.
Okay, Sarah, thank you very much.